7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
On the verge of something great, I dance with destiny's fate, wrestling with angels in our sleep, slaying dragons and digging up roots, wide awake, facing us in the light and the dark, purging, flowing, stepping into knowing, metamorphosis and ascension. And so it begins. And so it begins. Be still and know all things are working for your good. Them that make the secret place home awaken to true identity. It's understood. Purpose, responsibility, sufficiency, community, unity, one love, walking into destiny. Every light shining brightly, manifesting, co-creating, well aware and purposely. Well aware and purposely. Be still and know. Hey y'all.
I know.
Welcome to Poetic Levitation.
Yeah.
Poetry and conversation.
Happy Saturday.
High vibes. Happy Saturday.
Happy
Yeah.
Saturday. Yes.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
It's been a while. And a lot has transpired since the last time we met. A lot.
Happy Saturday. Welcome. Wow. Welcome,
Yes,
beautiful
sir.
people.
Welcome to Poetic Levitation Live.
I just had a tickle in my throat just now.
Oh,
As you was reading. A powerful poem. Of course, always beautiful.
Thanks, sis.
So a little tickle in my throat. So I wonder what I got to say today. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot to say. Most likely, give me some signs right there. I'm
All
already
right. You
I
already
got to
feel it.
breathe, right?
You already feel it.
Whatever that is, let's get it.
Are you ready?
Let's get it. What's up, Mr. Cool?
And how
You know, like
Hey,
you in the
hey,
glasses.
hey,
Yeah,
hey,
you know what
hey.
I'm talking about.
Hey, you gotta be who you are naturally. You know what I'm saying, and walking that.
Yes, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying, because that's where we at today.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Walk
You know what
in
I'm
your
saying?
purpose and your power.
Absolutely.
So are you
Walk
ready?
in it.
Walk
Own
in-
it.
Own it.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Own
I
it.
like the glasses.
Are you ready?
yo.
For sure, yes.
I
it is.
like
Well, I
those
mean,
glasses.
you know, it's the person that makes the glasses.
You
All
know,
right.
Well, so, you know.
Speak
me-
on it. Speak
Yeah,
on it.
yeah,
What
yeah,
about
yeah.
this person?
He's a phenomenal person,
Oh,
I would say.
okay.
Right?
Phenomenal man.
Phenomenal
Working.
man. Yeah.
Working, always a work in progress, right? Because we all been through so many things in life that we got so many layers that we got to shed,
Absolutely.
For sure.
right?
Absolutely.
So we leveling up.
Absolutely. Always.
Letting go
Every day.
and leveling
Yeah.
up.
So are you ready?
Every
Are
day.
you ready?
I mean, that's the question.
Are you ready for
That's
what's
the,
next?
That's the topic of the day.
That
You guys
is
can
the-
call in on this topic too.
Please
We would like to
Please
hear
call-
from
yes.
y'all on this
Yeah.
topic. You know what I mean? Good God. We want to
Yeah.
conversate today. Let's hear y'all opinion, whatever you guys got to say. Let's hear about it.
Absolutely. And I do want to extend heartfelt condolences to the families of those who are not here today.
Absolutely.
And more specifically, rest in peace to our brother DMX
DMX. Ooh,
And Black
Lord.
Rob.
and Black Rob.
Absolutely.
And
And,
did you hear
Shock
about
G.
Shock G?
Yeah.
No, I just heard that one. Wow.
Whoa.
So all the stuff
Yeah.
that's going on in the world today, I love it. Let's
talk about it. Let's talk about it. Here's a number to call in, you guys. I forgot to say that earlier. It's 470-412-0917. Again, that number is 470-412-0917.
Hey. 470-412-0917. Call us.
Call us. Let's talk about it. We're going to talk today. We got a lot to talk about, you know. A lot is transpiring
I
in
want
this
to
world.
I want to throw out.
Throw out there,
All
yes.
All
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, wait a minute. The views expressed by Mr. Eric,
Oh yes,
son of Light McBride,
Let me give them this disclaimer.
do not
Give it to 'em.
necessarily reflect the views of Poetic Levitation Live.
Mm-hmm.
That's
right.
a disclaimer, and that's mine too as well. So,
Yeah.
again, the views of Eric McBride, son of Light, don't have anything to do with Poetic Levitation or Teresa or Lakeisha. These are my thoughts, my views.
That way.
That way.
That way.
Okay.
Okay.
So I was woke up about 2 weeks ago,
That's right.
and the Spirit said to me, "Don't nobody have a promissory note." Don't nobody have a promissory note. You didn't get that?
Yeah.
Don't nobody have a promissory note.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So meaning when you wake up every day, or
It's not
you know,
promised.
It's not
no,
promised, of
right?
course,
So
of course.
you got to enjoy every moment.
Guarantee.
Every day.
We
Yeah.
live in the moment
Every day.
because we don't know what's going to happen from moment to
don't know
moment.
what's gonna
You
Moment
know,
to moment. in
we
the
plan for the
eternal
future,
now.
but
You don't know what tomorrow brings.
we
Yeah.
don't. So we pray that it's going to come about. You know what I'm saying, and look
Yes.
forward to it, that we wake up. And
Absolutely.
that's why I say people start talking about Christmas. Christmas to me is every day,
Yeah.
right? Because everybody's looking for presents
Every
at
day
Christmas,
is a
right?
gift.
Yeah.
Right. So you know what I'm
Yes.
saying. You get a present every day. You in the presence,
Yeah.
Yes.
right?
more to it,
Right. You in the present.
Yeah.
You can't be in the past. You can't be in the future. You can be only in the present.
That's right.
You see.
I got I don't know if you meant to do that, but I got something there what you just did. Every moment is that you're living, right? Every moment that I got goosebumps. Every moment that you're living in the present, right? In the present moment, you are living in the presence.
Yeah, in the presence. Yeah, I did that on purpose. Yeah, we in the presence
That's good.
of the Most High, because He allow us to still
catch
be here.
that.
So
Yeah.
you know.
That's a highly favored right
Give
there.
thanks.
so-
Yes.
But a lot of people don't wake up in that mentality, in that mind frame like that. You
Oh,
know, it's like, you know,
beautiful
they're in a
words.
different state of mind. a
Mindset.
different state of mindset.
You hit
So,
it.
you know,
Mindset.
That's what we do, right?
Everything.
You know, you wake up, you got so much in your mind. You're not even waking up with the gratitude of just saying thank you, or allowing yourself just to give thanks because you just woke up. You know, because
Gratitude
that's
is
a whole nother level
everything.
Right there.
That's those layers that we talk about that life
Yeah.
has put on us, though.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We go through childhood, right?
Absolutely.
Then we go to teenage years,
Teenage
right? Then we go through our
Yes.
20s, our 30s, all that, right?
Adulthood.
So as a
Yeah.
person that always does the work and I do the work energetically, like if you've never recognized like what's going on with you energetically, like some days we get up and you feel heavy, like you feel like you're carrying a whole backpack on your back, right?
Yeah,
And you
some
don't,
days.
right.
Yeah.
There's nothing there. You can't see anything.
But you feel it.
You can feel it, right? Okay, now we're in agreement that you can feel it,
You
right?
feel it,
No
yeah.
doubt. So what that is the worries and the stress of all the days.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? All the
released.
trauma,
It's
all
It's
that.
on you, on
But
your
it's in your
chest, on your
it's in your
shoulders, it's
energetic
just-
field
yeah.
though. You see? But when it sits in that energetic field long enough, it will set in the body.
Of course.
Yeah, it
And
will.
then we know that's where it causes what they say a body become dis-ease.
Because
It's
of
not
the
at ease.
dis-
You know what I'm
unease
saying?
in the mind.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is all part together. So self-care.
I have to say
Absolutely.
that mind-body connection is real.
That's it.
I'm the
That's it. That's it. That's
I'm
it.
a witness.
That's
like,
it. I know you
God.
are.
I witnessed something. Yeah.
Sheesh.
We all are.
I
yeah.
mean, I didn't know that all my probably 80% of my eating was emotional.
Oh
A lot of
wow,
people
that's
don't
deep.
really know
You
that.
know, y'all came to see me last week at that psychic fair.
Yeah.
I told one of my clients that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's funny that you said that. Yeah, she was sitting there. And I said,
Wow.
you know, I said you're not a big person. And she was like, no, you're right but you can see the weight on her,
Mm-hmm.
and plus she was pregnant too.
Okay.
But you can see the extra weight.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? She was like, I'm pregnant. I was like, yeah, but you ain't that many months.
Mm.
All of it came from trauma and emotional stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
A
saying?
lot of us
Body
Right.
holding
We'll
up.
reach.
A lot of
We'll
us
reach
carry
for
that
stuff.
around.
Right.
Yeah.
Like even like when sometimes when people stop smoking cigarettes, the first thing they do, they reach for something to eat.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Something with the caffeine or the nicotine or something.
It don't matter. It just be something. You know what I'm saying? They want to put something in their mouth.
Something.
You know what I'm saying? You see
Cope.
people gain
Different-
weight.
Yeah, we use different things to cope
Mm-hmm.
the best way we know how, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, ain't that where you come in at?
Until somebody comes along and shows us something different, or until we discover something different.
So tell us what you do
And
again,
I
Miss
mean, that's
Keisha.
part of what we do as coaches. We do help you to release
all that dis-ease.
all of the unease of the mind,
Yes.
the conflict. We help you resolve
Mind,
that
body, and
inner
spirit.
conflict. Because the mind-body connection is real. I'm a living testimony. Y'all can look at my pictures all over Facebook now, because it's still sinking in. It's been months, but I'm still getting used to it.
Every day it's every day.
every
it's a stepping
day,
stone.
every day is
you know,
new, and to have. And I'm not gonna get emotional right now. I know.
I'm gonna need you to breathe.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm good. I'm good.
I'm gonna need
See?
you to breathe.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm see. I'm not-
Okay. All right. Then.
But yeah, man, it's just, it's real. It's real. It's real.
it is.
And we can help
Let-
other people to do the same thing.
Let me ask you a
whether
question.
it's weight or something else.
Can I ask you a question? So, in this path that you took to get to where you at now, what help you change your eating habits? Was it that you released emotional things?
Yes.
Okay, then.
Then it's a
Can you-
mindset. Then it's a mindset too.
Yeah,
Right?
okay.
Yeah,
I need.
it's- The
again,
releasing of all that stuff is what helped me to really hone in and let go of everything. Let go of everything that was not
Okay.
serving me, whether it was trauma, negative emotions, or
How did
false
you go about?
beliefs,
How,
limiting beliefs.
how did you go about that?
myself. How did I go about that? Well, I got with a master practitioner who took me through a few processes to help
Okay.
me release all of that stuff, all the
Okay.
trauma.
This is who we are. The same master.
That's what we do
Right.
as well.
Right.
And
That's
when
what the point
when
was
I
getting to.
embarked
Mhm.
upon this journey, I was just doing this work for myself.
Right.
I didn't know that I was going to end up doing
Helping
it.
others.
But
yes.
I see now in hindsight, my steps have always been ordered.
There you go.
That part.
That way.
Yeah.
My
That
steps
way.
have always been ordered, and
Yeah.
it just made sense. Like, oh, duh, this is what I'm doing.
This is you
And-
because you become in divine order with yourself.
Yeah,
Right. And when you do
you
that-
get in alignment with your
Your higher self.
heart. Yeah,
Your higher self,
man.
basically, you do. You step forward from, being that old person that you used to be, and you drop all of that, and you basically
all that dead weight.
move forward to the new person that you are, the true you. Because a lot of people, we are holding and we having a mask. We're wearing a whole lot of masks of this person that you want to be or you think you are because you're around
or
certain
who society
people.
says you
Or you're around
be,
certain
or
people.
your
You're fronting to be something else
family
that you're
or
not.
Whoever.
You're not comfortable in your own skin or not knowing that this is not who you are. You really have to dive in deep because that's what we did.
That
We
was
dived
my
in deep
motivating factor.
within ourselves to find out who we really are as an individual. Taking off all those layers of mask, like he said, it's layers of mask that you've been holding on to, pretending to be that you're not, or so many hurts or pain, or so many, like she said, trauma, so many, experiences, or you want to call it obstacles that you went through that you want to release, that your body does hold on to that. You don't really know it
Or
as an individual, but your body do hold on to that as a
Yes.
person. And once you start to release it, that's when the acknowledgement come, like, oh my God, I did not know I had all this holding on.
Yeah.
For me as an individual, it was at her house. Once we got through with the practitioner, we just got out, and I was realizing that I was coming at her house. We was leaving. I'm leaving now at her house, and I realized that I felt lighter. I said, oh shit. Just like that, I said, oh shit. Oh my God.
Seriously,
I
yeah.
feel light. I don't feel all this baggage that I've been carrying because I've been carrying so much baggage that was not my own. That's the thing. It was
And
not my own shit.
And I want to add something to that. A lot of times too, we build up walls, right?
Of course.
For as a coping mechanism sometimes, but sometimes those same walls that are meant to protect us end up boxing us in and imprisoning us. And that's what was happening with me. I was so like every little thing, every little move I made, you know, it was like a I almost want to say a glitch, because I couldn't just take that step and move forward. It was like a lot of overthinking. I did a lot of overthinking. There was a lot of self-sabotage, a lot of fear, self-doubt. Like, can I really do this?
Yeah.
Am I really,
who am I? With those
all
thoughts.
of that, all of that.
Where did that come from?
All
In the
of that.
mind. The thoughts come from in the mind.
Where did they come from?
Man.
Negative emotions.
Yeah, we know that, but where did they come from?
Specifically, I
Yes.
can say for me, it came from
That's what I'm going at.
a lot of things that happened when I was 7. And the funny thing about that is nothing earth-shattering happened to me when I was 7. But
It was in the mind.
the way that my little mind perceived what was going on is how I came up with a lot of limiting beliefs about myself, and that mindset of lack, of not being enough, of not having enough. After going through the processes that I went through, I see that a lot of that came from about 7 years old. And I had a very happy, beautiful childhood. My mom and dad were freaking awesome.
Well, that's
Not
what
perfect, but they were amazing.
But that's what I wanted you to do. I wanted you to go to a place specifically, because you know that's what most time when people do work, everybody want to get on the surface, right? Or they just want to like we'll use smoking cigarettes for instance, right? People just want to get rid of smoking cigarettes. What's the root cause?
Exactly.
What's the first time that ever made you pick up a cigarette?
For what
Right?
purpose?
Where did it happen? Were you 14? Were you 15? And why did you pick it up? Was you just trying
What
to
were
be
you
cool?
thinking?
Was you trying to fit in? Were you being abused? I mean, you know, there's several different reasons why we form these things they call habits, right?
Yeah.
And
Roots,
addiction too,
absolutely.
right?
A
There's
root
a root.
cause.
There
A
you
root
go.
cause.
That's
Yes.
again. That's why I say if you come see me, I'm
always
gonna
a
give you the
root
root.
cause. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Even
what
if
I'm
it's
talking about.
ancestral, baby, we gonna get to it.
Straight down to the
Yeah,
root.
it ain't
'Cause
gonna be-
everything is a root.
Everything is.
Everything
Yeah.
comes from yes.
It all
you-
come from somewhere.
When weeds grow up in your garden, what you do?
Well, you gotta pull them out.
Pull them out.
You got to, unless they overgrow all your pretty.
They'll overgrow
your-
everything else, and you
Yeah.
won't even see all the beauty around you and in you.
Well, listen,
That's
kind
what
of like
life is. The same thing as life.
kind of
Yeah.
like a metaphor. 50 Cent said in the song. He says, "Hurry up and cut the grass, mama, so I can see these snakes."
Ooh, that part too. Oh my gosh. That's
Hey,
oh.
I don't
do we
know the
wanna
rights
go-
to that verse.
do we
That's
wanna-
50 Cent's verse.
You know, that way.
Yes.
That's the disclaimer. But yeah, I mean, metaphorically, you know what I mean? You have to.
Speaking on that particular verse that you just said, you do begin to really come into some awarenesses after you let go of all the stuff and, you know, come into your
Higher self.
own
Awareness.
awareness of yourself. You begin to see who's, you know, the blinders are removed. You see who's for you, who's not really
That
for
part.
you.
You start seeing the real. The real.
And you
the real.
reorganize and redefine a few boundaries. You know, you let a few people in, you let a few people go.
No, they just fall out. You
Oh,
don't
they
have to
just
let 'em
really-
go.
you don't have to let 'em go. They
gonna
naturally
It's
fall
naturally
away.
going to fall off as you
Well,
grow.
That's,
Yeah.
that's,
That
that's
happens
like your
naturally.
that's like your
True.
rocket taking off, right? So when your rocket take off,
love that,
if
though.
you
I'm
ever
fine.
notice a rocket, when
I
that
love
ro-
that shit.
when that
I'm serious. Yes.
when that rocket take off,
Let's go.
Peace.
Let's go.
that thing got
Be
them
gone.
boosters on the side
Poof,
of
be
it.
gone.
When it get up to a certain level, it drop the boosters
Ooh.
You know.
and it
Hold
takes
on.
off on its own. Yeah. I know.
Drop. Dun,
Yeah,
dun,
yeah,
dun,
yeah,
dun, dun,
yeah.
dun,
What you
dun,
doing?
dun, Drop. Dun, 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 dun.
Hey,
like-
hey.
Drop. Dun,
What?
dun, 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 dun. What?
It's
So
real.
that's
though.
good. That's everybody
I
training wheels
know
though.
you see. I know you see. Hey, what's that song?
It's crazy. Don't do that.
We don't own the rights to none of those music.
That's what
We
popped
don't
in my
own the
head.
rights
That's
to
what
none
popped
of
in my
those music
head.
either.
That's just what popped in my head. I'm real random. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
It's just crazy.
That way.
Yeah, that way.
So think about it like this, right? All this stuff that we talking about that we've been through, right? These are like your training wheels. So I'll go back and elaborate on what you were saying.
Yeah.
Once you see them and your eyes become open and you become aware of these things and you release these emotional things that happen to you, they become your vehicle, right? Because now you're able to teach people about these things or help them get out of situations that you done been through already.
Yes.
So experience is the best teacher. So I don't want nobody telling me anything that they ain't never been through.
Yeah.
So you could go to school for 8 years, right?
Right.
But what if you a marriage counselor, but you ain't never been married? How you giving advice? But I bet you a person that's been married for 10 years that's really been in a marriage, kids, the whole
marriage,
yeah. They can tell you about it.
Oh yeah.
Experience
For
is
sure.
the best teacher. So I'm not knocking anybody with a degree. That's why I say
Not
you gotta know me. I'm gonna come sideways anyway, right? So what anybody does, experience is the best teacher, and I learned that in my life.
Always, though.
Yeah.
Always. That's how you can
Yeah.
tell the truth.
Yeah, well, I mean, look,
That's
look
what
how
it
you
is.
look.
Coming to tell the
Look.
truth.
Watch this. We go to school all these years, right? Get out of school, right? And the very degree that you go to
You
want a
ain't
job
doing
for,
it. You're not doing
What?
it.
Well, you know what they tell you. You don't got enough experience right now. We gonna need you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I just came out of school. You gotta give me a chance.
Catch 22. Go get some experience
You gotta
somewhere.
give me a chance somewhere.
It ain't about that. I think Keisha got a poem for us.
Oh, I don't know. I was just looking, but I'll just do this short and sweet. It's called Free.
I love free.
Once again,
Free.
I rise. I rise above the pain, above the shame, above the fear, above doubt. I am free.
That's right. Free.
Free.
Free. Free your mind.
And the rest will follow. Hey.
Free your life.
Free your mind.
Free
Your
yourself.
life. Change
Free
your mind.
yourself.
Change your life. That is
Free
true
yourself
words
from
have
yourself.
not been spoken. I've been studying this all my life. Literally, I've been studying how to do what I want to do when I want to do it.
Free. You want to be
How
free.
I want to do it and don't feel no ways about it.
That's right.
I want to be free. That's what I'm shooting for.
Free from it all.
We already free.
And we are.
You just got to realize it in your mind.
Free
that you're
your
free.
mind.
There you go.
And the rest will follow.
That way.
Well, that's what most people locked up at, though, in their mind.
Of course.
That's where everything is.
Where they, as we all learn, when we start saying, reject this, what we can't do, or I'm going to try, certain words
Try.
that the unconscious
I want you
mind
to
continue
try
to take in.
and really try.
And I tell people things, right? When you tell them that, and they be like, you always try to tell somebody what to do. I said, okay, listen to me. Let me break this down for you real clearly. Your unconscious mind, everybody out there in podcast land listening, is always listening.
Always.
I don't care if I'm standing there in front of you telling this, or I'm on the phone telling you this. I don't got to be nowhere around telling you this. Your unconscious mind is not shutting off.
No, never.
Okay.
Not when you're sleeping.
Right.
But do
Okay,
people
so-
know? Do people know what unconscious mind is?
Well, most people don't.
There
So
you go.
again, that's what we do, right?
you go.
That's what we do. So
That
that's,
little voice in your head.
That's always talking.
She said that little voice in your head.
That little.
No, that's a program. That's not the real you.
Your
that is-
first
that
mind.
is the spiritual mind.
Yes.
That's the connection to the
First mind.
divine. But most people second guess that. You know what I'm saying? Because of the things that we've been through in life.
Exactly.
But that's where we at now at this day and time. You better elevate your mind or you're going to die off.
Regardless.
So let the dead bury the dead.
Blunt and to the point. And
Right.
Christ said that. So, hello.
the mentally dead is going to bury the
Let the
spiritually
dead-
dead, the physically dead. Right? This is what is going to happen. We're going to walking zombies.
Ooh.
That's why they keep showing you these movies. They keep trying to desensitize us to these movies and things like that. But this stuff is really happening. Pay attention. Your mind is elevating.
Pay attention.
Ask the
and
necessary
attention will
questions
pay
that you need to ask at this day and time. And stop being scared when somebody told you to ask, not to ask these questions or be outside of yourself. Because that's when you become dangerous to the status quo. You know, stop taking all this mess in on TV. Because all it does is incite fear in your unconscious mind. So you get scared.
Because attention will always pay you. Good or bad. What are you giving your attention to?
That part.
How is it making you feel?
What you think?
Do you want to feel like that all the time? Well, why you? Yeah, you might not want to do
what
that.
purpose are you torturing yourself that way for so long? Why are you sabotaging yourself like that?
Well, we do those things because of our programming.
Programming. That's that little voice that you think talking to you. That ain't you. That's one that's been programming
it's the
your
sum
mind.
total of all your programming, all of your.
You can't do that, Keisha. What?
That's what.
Look,
That's
She's
what
talking
that-
about you.
that
no,
when you
you're
got
not going to
that-
succeed.
That
No, it's not going to happen.
self-sabotage,
It's
when
never going to
that
happen.
negative
It's never
self-talk.
gonna
That's what
happen.
that is.
No,
That's your
no,
negative
it's not going to happen.
self-talk.
Oh,
Don't
it's
do
not going to
it.
happen.
No,
Eric,
no.
you're not.
You're scared.
You can't do it.
You
no,
can't do it.
everybody
Where
on
you
top.
going?
No, it's not going to happen.
Who told you you can
It ain't
do
gonna
that?
happen. Yeah, shut that mind off. You
Shut-
can reject those things. You can reject those
Say,
thoughts.
I reject
also.
that.
Those
You
are
don't
things
have
that you
to
can do. You can
accept
reject
every
those
thought that
thoughts.
comes into your mind. either.
Exactly. Every thought is not your thought.
Well,
as well.
we don't work with our mind enough. You know?
Casting down imaginations.
Pay attention. Watch this, because the Bible says this. So all you Bible freaks out there in the Bible land, listen to your words.
Sorry, you're
the
talking
words
to
that
me
you
too.
read
So.
Hey, whoever it applies to. It says God resides. Wait now, before we even go any further, that's where somebody lives at. Okay, so we're going to get smart today. We're going to give ourselves lessons.
Teach it.
Talk
In
about
the
it.
heart and the minds of the people. Whoa.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
In the heart,
Heart
and the mind
And the
That's-
mind.
of
The people.
The people.
It didn't say
people.
person.
The people.
It didn't say just Jesus. It says the people.
The people.
That's plural.
Mm.
I think I can speak for myself. I have a heart and a mind.
There you go.
I'm pretty sure y'all do too.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
This is what goes back to me saying what I said a while ago about the TV. That HD TV. They, if I ran across an article, and I guess certain things are just meant for me to see. This is years ago, and it was talking about how that particular TV goes through your frontal lobe quicker than any other TV that's ever been produced. That's why they call it the high definition TV. So if it's producing all this negative energy, this guy got woke up with this about 2 weeks ago alone. Even when God said, the Spirit said to me, there's no promissory note, even down to COVID. COVID is real. I would never say that COVID's not real. But what I would say is this. We're all energetic beings.
Yes.
Most of us don't know that, but you are.
Yes, we
Okay.
are.
Absolutely.
We're sitting in front of this box, right? That's feeding us all kind of fear. Now, imagine putting that in a multiplier times over and over and over and over and over the fear of the people,
Yes.
right? There's where you producing it at, right there.
Right there.
There's the mass. That's the mass machine of it right there. The media, we taking it in. We're energetic beings. Let me tell you something. From doing energy work, I can tell you this now. The quickest thing that lowers your immune system, anything, is fear. Is the first thing.
Tell it.
That's your first line of defense when it comes to your immune system. In your body. That's not even in your body yet. That's 6 feet of normal Healthy aura field. If anybody don't know, believe me. Don't believe nothing that I say on this podcast. Go look for yourself. I like to tell people that go look for yourself. Because you're going to start to look and then you'll mess around and see something and you'll come back and you'll start to ask questions.
Exactly.
But that is a healthy aura field. If that is broken down, you compromise in the beginning.
You're done.
Yeah, that's it.
So we sitting there watching the bull crap.
Because everybody living in fear.
Again,
Everybody's in fear right now.
listen. We're going to all transition one day.
Yeah.
Period.
DMX, Black Rob, Shock G just transition.
Yeah.
They all transition. We're going to transition. Everybody got a birth date. Everybody got an expiration date.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Stop being scared. Man can't do nothing to you unless you live in fear. That's your prison.
Teach it, son. Teach it.
Like this is where we're gonna have to get out of that place, man. Our mind and our hearts
Exactly.
can help us,
Or break
or
you.
it can, that part right there.
Yes.
Yeah.
All
So
day.
whatever, it depends on what you're taking in. That goes back to what we was talking about. Waking up some days and you feel heavy, feel like you got the world on your shoulder, but you ain't carrying nothing, and you wondering, why do I feel like
why you
this?
feel like- yeah.
Because you got everybody and their mama's energy that you done tuck in.
Exactly.
And you don't, most of us don't
You
know
don't
how to
even know
share
that.
it.
And you don't
we
even know.
we
You don't
again,
even know that
all
you
this
even-
stuff
Yeah.
was hidden. Okay, boom. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Okay, a cult, right? People say, as soon as you use that word, the first thing people go, "Oh Lord, here we go."
Evil.
Go research the word. The word only means hidden.
Hidden.
Okay, hidden science. Science of the mind.
Yes.
Science of the body. Sciences of the universe. Every pharmaceutical drug that's out today, it has a piece, a small, very small piece, maybe 1% of holistic health properties in it. The rest of it is 99% bullcrap.
That
It's
way.
for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
But they always got that base though. But they are overcompensated with all that other stuff just to throw you off, or throw your whole body off. We don't want to do the necessary things that it takes to do because we became lazy beings. We just want to, that's why they get government to govern your mental. I don't need nobody to govern my mental.
No.
It's free.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But if somebody gonna govern it, then they watching over it. They got a lockdown over it. You can't go but so far.
It's in control.
That's not me.
No glasses.
I'm a free thinker.
That's way. That way.
Do I believe there's a God? There's no question about that. Do I believe in all these other stories that people fabricate? I can't prove them. But what I can prove, I can tell you this, that I've been through some stuff. And I know it's something inside of me that ticks every day, that I deal with it on an everyday basis now that I'm in that awareness.
Yes.
And it do not allow me to go do dumb stuff.
No.
I don't go do hurtful stuff to people. You know what I'm saying? My heart is big. I still have my human rays. I might give you a few choice words that you might not like.
Speak the truth.
I mean,
That way.
I just say don't bother me because I'm not going to bother anybody.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if I tell you something, it's all out of
God, you
love.
treat me the way I treat you.
That's
too,
it.
You know? Treat me
Yeah.
right, you know.
Golden rule.
That's
But
all.
the question is, again, Keisha, goes back to the topic of the day. Are you ready, though?
Are you ready?
Are
So it
you
goes,
ready?
everything that we talking about in detail right now poses the question, are you ready? Are you ready to change your mental first of
Are
all?
you? Sheesh.
That's the first thing. If we
Are
don't do
you
that, like we
tired?
done. You're done. You're done, son.
All day, every
Say
day.
you're done, son.
All day, every day done.
Time is life. That's my new revelation because I was grappling. Listen, I'm just gonna put it all out there. How
Drop
about
it. Drop it like
I'm
it up.
just gonna drop this bomb. It's
I'm
like
waiting.
it's not like the people that know me don't know, but everybody don't know. But now everybody gonna know. Forget it.
All right, then. Go ahead.
Everybody can hold me accountable. How about that?
Boom.
Whatever.
I have. He said whatever. No, but I have in the past had an issue with punctuality. I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one. Am I the only one?
Ooh.
I'm not the only one, right?
Yeah, who doesn't?
Is anybody? I'm not the only one. Y'all hear
How
me,
many
right?
of you have ever had a problem
Y'all
with the
hear
punctuality?
me? Okay, I'll admit it.
My
And
hand didn't
so-
go up.
That's one of the areas where I am having to tighten up. And let me tell you, oh my gosh. So I got some new revelation around time, right? We all have 3 basic resources. We have time, we have energy, and we have money, right? Money, we run out, we can go make some more. There are means that we can use to go. We can go sell some of our time and our energy, make some money, right? And then energy. Once our energy is depleted, we can get a good night's rest, recharge, eat some good food, and boom, energy's back. Boom, time. Not so much. You can't. Once it's gone, that's it. It's gone. And we're here for a finite amount of time. Who knows how long, right? That ought to light a fire under you. What do you want to do?
Exactly.
What do you, I mean, I it lit a fire up under me considering that,
tired.
because when you think about that, time is life.
I had that promissory note in there.
Your time is your life. And you don't know how much you're going to get. So what are you doing? Are you spending your time thinking about things that bring you down? Hanging around people that bring you down? Your time is your life. What are you doing with your time? Let me tell you something. When I came to that realization, I cut a lot of stuff out. My time is my life.
Time is
I know that's
valuable also.
Oh my God.
Your
My
time is
my
also
life.
valuable.
Well,
My life is priceless. I want to do some things.
let's go to that conversation with me and you had.
I want to thrive. I don't just want to survive.
Me
I'm
and-
tired of surviving and just making it. I reject that. I want more. And I'm sorry. I'm kind of going off on a tangent
Do your thing.
because
Breathe.
you know what? Death is not something to be afraid of, but it is a very real part of life, and we have to deal with it.
I think the first thing we need to stop doing is calling it death, though.
Whether we yeah, you're right. It's a transition to a new. We'll get into that, but part of what motivated me and what made me come to that realization about time is losing friends. I said I was not gonna freaking cry.
We're going to be a crybaby.
Hey, it's what I always
is
been a
what it is.
crybaby. My
It-
friends know.
whatever.
I'm a whatever.
Man, whatever, man.
Anyway. So I lost a good friend of mine a few years ago. We went to high school together. Known each other probably since we were about 15. Sarita. First time I heard that girl sing Black Butterfly, I was like, oh my God. And she passed a few years ago. I always thought she was going to blow up one day and we were going to do this, that, and the other. You know, I graduated back in 93 from Hyde Park Career Academy in Chicago. Anyway, so moved to Georgia, been in Georgia for years, found out Sarita lived here, right? Facebook, back and forth. Oh, we going to get together. When we going to get together? That day never came. So when we talk about time and the fact that tomorrow is not promised, that's the fire that you see. I don't have time to waste, and none of us do.
We gotta get out of our stubborn ways.
It's time for us to get out of our own way and do what we really want to do. Make some changes. Man in the mirror. You know, we can only do the work for ourselves, right?
You got to do the work for yourself.
You
first.
have to do the work for yourself.
You gotta
Nobody
wanna
else
do it,
can do
first
it
of all.
for you.
Anything
And
you
this
want to
doesn't
do.
do with work. We're not, doing anything for you or to you. It's with.
Well, that's
We're
as
doing
far
it
as
with
as
you
far as
as far as
coaching. If you
or
want to come
whatnot.
for coaching, that is a do with
That's to do with
process.
the
Everything,
process.
everything's
Just-
a do with
just
thing. I
That's
think.
what
Speaking
I'm
in
saying.
general, yeah.
Period.
Because even when I do the work, I tell people to breathe. So your breathing is a part of your
Your lifeline.
your lifeline.
Period.
And you know that's part of helping heal your healing process anyway.
You just said breathing. That just breathing is life because in the begin, not getting all religious here, but this is very, very touching. It's very in
Talk
the
about
heart
it.
chakra,
Mhm.
of course. Because when he made man. He made man out of breath. A lot of people talking about the whole. He breathed man out. So that's life
yeah.
itself already. Breath.
The car.
Ha. Whoo. Tell it today, y'all. Teach it Saturday. You know what I mean? So I mean, we do have to really realize that we are in our own way to step up in any level. We always are in our own way because we do sabotage ourselves, because of the fact that we have done this body of work. That's what's leading us to, what, let's tell people because there's a lot of people out here that's living that we know are living in this life that we already know, like they can be helped. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They can be helped because you don't know 98% of the stuff that we know. A lot of people don't really know. That's what we're told.
Yeah.
And we want to share that so that the fact that we got a chance to go learn it, let you be aware because it was a blessing for us to go out there and learn it.
It
and,
was a blessing.
Deep dive in ourselves to find out who we really are, and willing to help others. Because this is the people we've been hiding this person that we really was.
Playing the background.
Right, and it's gonna come out regardless.
It's gonna come
your
out.
steps, like he said, is already ordered. So regardless of how much you fight it, how much you want to sabotage yourself, you are gonna step into your purpose regardless.
And let me say something.
How long do you want to hold yourself back is the question.
The more and more that I do this work, I'm finding, and I of course things already, but would you know them, right? Because I know that I was hiding and playing the background, and the main thing, my main motivating factor is I just wanted to feel comfortable in my own skin.
Free.
No matter who I was around, no matter their whatever,
Mask
I just
off.
wanted to be authentically me
Mask
in
off.
every situation. I wanted to
Yes.
be, that was my buzzword. I wanted to be poised and polished. That's what I was looking for. I actually went looking for, I'm telling y'all stuff that I ain't told nobody. But anyway, I actually went looking to see if I could find like adult finishing schools because that's something that I desired. That's something that I wanted. I wanted to feel poised and polished and comfortable in my own skin. And I know I'm not the only one who feels like that because I'm finding that more and more. My last 2 clients, that's the same thing that they want. They just want to be free of all that negative self-talk, the self-sabotage, the self-doubt, just doubting your every move and not being able to speak up, to speak out, to stand in your power and own who you are.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I wanted. And I got that now. And I'm so blessed and privileged and honored to be able to help other people through that same process and get that same result.
Powerful result.
Yeah,
Awesome.
let me explain something to you
It's
about that body of work without put all of it together. Because you got the 5 senses that we deal with normally, and then you have the 5 spiritual senses. The sixth sense is to
all right.
be able to perceive that you're tapping into something higher than it's right here on this physical plane. So when I really looked at the body of work and put it together with what I already do and I already know, it just heightens it. And I understood why I got, an individual's headache You know what I'm saying? When we was taking a class, because if somebody got you in hypnosis, if whatever they're giving off at that moment, if your awareness is heightened, you will pick it up. So when I was in trance state, if somebody's there in front of me or around me, period, and I'm tuned into them, I will pick up on their stuff. Not just me. I'm just using me for an example.
People
You know what I'm
are
saying?
very
Because it's
empathetic.
all energy, but you got to recognize what you're picking up. We pick it up all the
Because we're
time.
all
A lot of
energetic.
stuff,
Yeah.
exactly. So-
we're all energetic beings.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
this is what I come to find out. So when you start helping people with those five senses
Yeah.
and relieving that emotional and trauma and stress and all those stuff, negativity, worries, and all that, what happens is your spiritual five senses come online. Yeah, so you start to pick up things. If it's a story tale,
yeah.
I can point it out in my class, and I'm pretty sure y'all could point it out in your class, that you started seeing people start asking spiritual questions or wanted to be more spiritual or wanted to inquire about things or started asking
Start
off
asking
the wall
about
questions.
supernatural things.
There you go,
Yeah,
because what
I did
happens
notice
is
that.
that's the combination.
Yeah.
And I try to explain that to them. They don't, again, if it's a story tale, again, don't believe nothing I say. Go get you a book that talks about the spiritual senses and get you a book that talks about the natural five senses that God gave us. They are one and the same. They just call them different names. They just won't correlate them together. Science has done that. They do that a lot. They take away from things. So even when we go back to time has no time. Like me and you had that conversation the other day. That's what I was
Yeah.
getting ready to say, when you was speaking a
Yeah.
while ago.
Yes.
It has no time. It's only meant to document something.
Mm-hmm.
That's what man created it for. Now that we more in our awareness of every day of things moving around us, we know it don't never stop. Even if somebody passes away, it don't stop. Not even for a second.
Yeah, true.
A dead clock is right twice a day. You know what I'm saying?
Time keep moving.
It just don't stop.
Yeah.
So it don't.
Yeah.
It's not time. You understand what I'm saying? It's
Right.
moments. Remember what I'm saying? What we were talking about?
Yeah.
It's moments. You have to live in the moment. We don't know what's going to happen from one moment to the next. Right? People transition in the middle of the day sometimes. Some people transition in the middle of the night. It just be all types. It be different moments of the day. But it's not time. They document it with time.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, this person passed at 11:15 a.m.
Documentation.
Right? But 11:15 when that person passed away, 11:15 didn't stop. It kept going.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Or this person passed at this time. Same thing.
It's but in our mind, our human minds. That's our human minds because we're not in our spiritual mind. In our human mind, we perceive that I gotta do this. Instead of flowing, you know what I'm saying, and letting it go just natural. Yeah, I know you laughing because this is you all day, every day. Breathe. Breathe, Keisha. Breathe. Breathe. Yeah, slow down. Yeah, yeah, I gotta get you because you all up in this energy right there. So, you all up in this energy, and then again, we don't want to ask these questions. We don't want to elaborate on these things. No, we want to talk about some Gucci and Prada. And you see that car and this house and all those things are beautiful.
Temporal things.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? External things. When do we ever sit and be quiet and listen? When Spirit tell you stop doing that. And the more you don't do it, the more you get a whooping.
Remember them grandmas back in the day? Well, it's still some around now. If it starts storming outside, turn everything off. And be
You want to
quiet.
hear some funny stuff?
Everybody be quiet. Get off the phone.
Watch this, Keisha. 1984. You funny. You said that. My grandmother said something, and I'm going to tell you what just happened.
Oh, wow.
1984. So anybody that's on this podcast that's listening, that's from my hometown, Red Springs, North Carolina, they know what I'm getting ready to talk about, 1984. It was a tornado in that town. My grandmother, we was upstairs. We was staying in some projects called Westgate Terrace.
Okay.
Shout out to Westgate Terrace. I always
All
rep
right.
home.
Shout out.
Keisha, my cousin Tammy Parkins, if you listen, I'm telling the story so you go get me. I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
Keisha, she was in the hallway playing cards. It's a bad storm.
Oh.
When I say bad storm, I'm going to tell you, it was a tornado.
Oh.
Okay? My grandmother said, Tammy, get out that hallway playing cards, right? So she's still in the hallway playing solitary, whatever. My grandmother said, look at that mammy in the hall playing cards. Tammy, don't you get me? Tammy, don't you get me? She going to get me for this one. Look at that mammy in the hallway playing cards. Hey, Keith, I'm telling you, Tammy moved about 5 minutes later. The roof came off our apartment.
Oh, my goodness. Oof.
And anybody in Red Springs, North Carolina could tell you in 1984, that happened, so your grandma's be right. It'd be dead up. The roof,
man.
Keisha came dead off. What happened was the front came in first. My aunt, she was kind of handicapped. She was in the front room. The hub wall crashed in. She hollered, ah! And then the roof came off. Like some Wizard of Oz stuff. Yo, my brother was in the bed, like, grabbing. You could hear the tornado sound like a freight train. He was holding on to the bed, yo.
Shout out to the grandmas and mamas that's tuned in.
Shout out to the grandmas for real. Cause my grandmother was laying on top of me with the couch turning over on top of her.
Shout out to the elders. Yeah.
Shout out to the elders.
I know she stay with me still to today, baby. Yeah. So that's why I said we got to enjoy this thing and continue to elevate, and get out of these comfortable spaces that we don't put ourselves in. Because we know we're not happy. So the question go back again, are you ready?
Are you ready?
You know what I'm saying?
Are you?
I mean, I don't know that, but that's what that's our job. Our job is to tap people's brain.
Tap,
right?
tap. Are you there?
We can't think for them.
Hello.
But we can make them think for themselves though.
Hello.
You pose the right questions.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So that's what we're here for, to pose the right questions. To get people to thinking. To get people to doing what they're supposed to be doing to help themselves.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And we here for you as well. DeepIntercoreAccess.com, baby,
right.
Always.
Release all that stuck energy.
And Keisha, what's it? Fountain Overflow?
FountainOverflow.com.
Transformational healing.
And transformational healing.
Transformational healing.
Yeah, this is us, y'all. This is what we do.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I'm going to do 2 more poems, y'all.
Yeah.
This one's called Shine. You were meant to shine. Don't hide from the glare. Don't worry about the haters who don't know why you're there. You gotta sense the greatness that is evident inside. You must believe you're worthy, or do you dare call God a lie? No more worry, no more doubts. There is greatness in you that you must let out. No more shyness, no more shame, no fear of success, no fear of fame. Yield to the spirits and let God lead, because he can use it all for his glory. Sometimes we inherit things that are broken until we realize they were just unfinished and we have work to do.
Hey.
I felt that one.
Hey.
Felt it all in the chakras.
Hey.
All in the chakras.
All in up in there.
All up on their crown.
You got greatness in you. You have greatness inside of you. You don't have to believe me. I know it's true. God put a piece of himself down on the inside of you.
That way.
Underneath all of the layers that came from the external stuff, you can push through past all that stuff and get down to the real you and see the greatness that God put there for you to discover. I'd like to pose a question. What if life is just a big game of hide and seek with God and you're it?
Tag, you're it.
Tag, you're it.
Tag, you're it.
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Tag, you're it. Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Are you ready to release all that emotion, trauma, negative baggage?
And be transformed by the renewing of your mind.
Body and soul. Body and
that's my joint right there. Yeah.
Word.
Be ye not conformed to this world, but be ye renewed or transformed through the power of your mind.
Are you ready to stop
And then you will know
doing self-sabotage in your life? Are
the
you ready to stop that?
Of what?
Are you
Of what?
ready
Say what? Of
to
what?
stop self-sabotage
Yeah, that way.
in your life? Are
It's
you
real,
ready to
y'all.
get rid of that?
You can release that and be free.
Are you ready
Come
to
on.
stop
Are
feeling
you
guilty?
ready?
Get rid of guilt.
Are you ready to
anger,
invest in you?
pain?
'Cause you're worth it.
Hurt.
Don't doubt it.
Well,
Are you ready?
you got to remember, you got to definitely tell them that one, Keisha.
Are you ready to invest in yourself? Because you
Are
are
you?
worth it.
You are worth it.
Don't you believe that? You gotta
in
believe
yourself.
that.
Well, again, we talk about mindset and how our mindset is
And how
backwards.
our mindset is formed
Yeah, so we walking around with these programs.
from like between the ages of 0 and 7.
That they don't know about.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know
That's
about
one
it.
layer.
They don't know about it. So
Then,
tell me about it.
Mostly. And then there's the stuff that gets piled on top of that.
Yeah.
well, let's
Well,
let's go
let's
here for
not-
a second. Let's go here for a second because I need to go here for a second.
Okay.
And
Where
again,
you going?
these are my views, so they're not y'all. So you know I'm gonna get raw with it. Black people mind was conditioned to be messed up anyway. Number one, day one. So that's why I tell people don't. I'm not saying don't have compassion to the stuff that's going on out here in the
No,
world,
not at all.
but don't give your energy to it because that's what they want. I really feel like a lot of this stuff is staged for you, so they can draw your energy. You know what I'm saying, away from the things that's necessary that
Fear
you need
is
to
a
be
great
pouring.
means of control.
Yeah, well, yeah. Again, that's number one. That will lower your immune system.
Mm-hmm.
If you walk around and feel, oh Lord, we reject this. Oh Lord, COVID this, COVID that.
You're giving it energy. You're giving it more power, more
We reject
energy.
that. Get
more
out of
energy.
here.
Mhm.
You understand what I'm saying? But
That
we're
way.
energetic beings.
What you focus on, you magnify.
There you
Remember
go.
that.
There you
Yeah.
go. Times
What you
10.
think about the most, you bring about the most.
Times 10.
Yeah. Let's not magnify the things that we don't want.
But we don't understand that we have a power, Keish. We look to.
But it's time we understand that.
I know that, but what we do, we look outside of ourselves to something outside of ourselves.
According to your faith, be it unto you.
Ooh.
What you feeding?
It's time we understand that.
What
According
you
to your
feed in
faith,
your mind.
be
Are
it
you
unto
ready?
you.
But-
You are more powerful than you believe. That's why we talk about this mindset thing,
And-
because it's real.
And not
Very
only that, we
powerful.
can also, we have to not be so religious in the
No,
information that we're
that's
taking
another
in.
box you get caught up
Right.
in.
We
in
just that's
prison by.
Yeah, well, I ain't gonna go there.
Not
But
today.
again, yeah, that's for a
today.
whole nother day.
Not today.
Not
we,
today.
We ain't gonna do
We
that.
ain't even got
No,
that long.
no.
We ain't even
Because
got
I'm
that
not-
long.
But
We're not gonna-
I'm not gonna even
Not
give
today.
anybody that type of energy.
It's
anyway.
just a
Yeah.
mindset.
You know
It's
what I'm
not
saying?
bashing any one
Yeah.
person or thing or group. It's a mindset.
Everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
what you believe. Like
Yeah.
like them people cross seas, they believe they're crazy enough to scrap a bomb to them and blow themselves up for whatever Allah that they believe in. They believe that strongly, though. Do you
that's a
understand what I'm saying? That's a
strong
strong
mindset.
belief.
A strong belief, and that they
It's
will
in- it's
follow
in-
it
it's in
through
their
to
mind.
that degree.
It's in their mind.
Yeah,
It's right here.
it's all there.
And they really feel it in their heart.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Again,
they
that's
don't
the
mind
feeling, the
scrapping
feeling.
it and boom.
Mm-hmm.
Energy.
They're willing to.
No problem.
Mm-hmm.
No hesitation. We're
No
going to blow it
thoughts.
up.
Exactly.
That's where their mind is at. That's where their mind has been conditioned. That program that they're running off of. Somebody gave them a program. They run off of that program.
We're all running off somebody's program.
Yeah, I'm running off a program, a spiritual program right now because I don't believe nothing.
There you go.
You got to
what-
show me.
What do you believe?
What I
And-
believe? I believe God is in everybody and
What
everything.
you feed in your mind.
Yes.
What you
Exactly.
feed in
That's
your
what I
mind.
believe.
Mm-hmm.
That's my belief. I
God
believe
is in
God.
everybody.
Yeah, I
God
know
is
in everything.
in everybody, yes.
Well,
That's a fact.
Otherwise, how would we be here
That's a
living,
freaking
breathing,
fact. If you
moving?
don't know it, you know it today. That's a fact.
And why do
Nothing
God?
is
All,
possible
I have to
outside
say.
of-
I have to say this all the time.
God,
Why
right.
does God have to be associated with a man?
Mm.
Oh,
Because of
know.
our finite minds.
No,
Like,
yeah, no,
Again,
yeah.
the
no,
we
no,
label
no,
things
no,
to keep track of them, just like time.
Yeah, yeah, but that also, and we just came off out of a Pisces of energy too as well, which is a man's a masculine energy. You understand what I'm saying?
Moving
so
more into the
yeah, what does it sound more feasible, right, with the naked eye, to say that a woman could have an immaculate conception versus a woman coming out of a man's rib? Wait a minute, let me look at that right here. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm on this physical plane, and on this physical plane with my eyes, and I can see that I don't believe that I'm more inclined to believe that a woman could have an immaculate conception. I don't believe, and if it is a rib, it would be that strand of DNA called a ribonucleus. Oh yeah, that's part.
all right.
No, I'm not gonna go
Stay
Stay
tuned for the next show. We probably go even deeper.
Stay tuned, baby.
We'll go even deeper.
I
Thank
told
you,
you,
deep divers.
I told you
for tuning in.
that's why I
to
gave
Poetic
him the
Levitation
disclaimer.
Live.
Baby, I got them shirts.
Listen.
That's right.
Hey, Keith, that's why I gave him the disclaimer today, because from here on out.
From here on out.
Oh, it's going down, baby.
Around here.
Down tonight.
No, everything that's been poured into me, I'm gonna drop it here.
Wrote a song about it like the here go. No, I'm just playing.
So we got to want to change our mind.
Yes.
So we definitely want y'all to tune in, to more of our episodes, because it's about changing your mind,
It is.
Yeah.
sparking your mind. That's where your growth is gonna come at.
Step into your power, baby.
Love
Let's rise
yourself.
together. It's
Step
time.
into
Self-care, baby.
It's
Always.
time.
That's
Always.
number
Always.
Self-care.
one.
Best
Always.
care.
That's first.
Yeah, and I ain't just talking about going to the nail salon.
Because if
No,
you
and
get
all
depleted,
that.
how are you going to help
No.
anybody if you're depleted? Self-care. You got to take
We
care
all
of you
need
first.
we all need to talk.
You can't pour from an empty.
You
Shout
got-
out. I'm going to give a shout out. Shout out to Felipe. Filippo.
Bon Garnier.
Yeah, he did a story on Facebook that was really nice. It was touching. He shared a story about his experience with COVID and what it taught him as an individual. Kind of like what we're talking about right now.
Yes.
Is basically waking people up. Just saying that you really got to be, self-love first. He say he neglected himself, or whatnot. Or whatnot. And it's some powerful stuff for someone to actually own that and actually say that. That's very powerful.
Well, he
You know what I mean? A
recognized
lot
self
of
to
people-
self.
Yeah.
Of course, and that's what it comes first. It comes with self to self first before I can actually come out
Before
there and
you
tell
can-
you know what I mean? Or
yeah,
do anything
you
with
gotta
you
take
or
care of
or
you.
anybody else. You know what I mean? So that's some powerful stuff. Really though, you really do have to take care of yourself and be self first. You got to put yourself first. If you don't,
And not just the nail salon.
No, you got to take
fudge,
care of your
baby.
internal stuff. If you don't
Yeah.
take care of it, nobody can take care
I
of
was
it.
Nobody
I
gonna
was
take care
I
of
was
it for
going
you.
backwards and
No.
forwards with a friend of mine this morning that lives down in Florida, and you know me, I'm always picking up on people's
Mouth.
energy. That's that part.
MOU.
MOUF, baby.
I.E.
All
number two.
I.E. all day
I
long.
get called number one, number two.
So we going
Number
backwards and
dos.
forwards because I sent the little link out that you sent me this morning on Instagram, and she replied back. So we got to chatting a little bit or whatever, and I could feel in the going the backwards and forwards of exchanging conversation that she was off, and I told her, I said, you around here giving off to everybody else. I said, you need to give off to yourself, And she was like, yo, you ain't got to be that nosy. She said, but thank you, because you did right. So I told her to go to the ocean. Salt water will help cleanse your energy too.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I told her if it's good and warm down there today, go get in the water.
Can we go now?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, take your mind there.
Yeah, take your mind.
Just-
You can.
just-
Because right now it's
just
wet
relax.
and
Take us
rainy.
there. Why don't we end the show like that? Take us to the ocean.
That's right.
Let's go
That's
to the
right.
ocean.
You want to go to the
y'all.
ocean? We go to the ocean.
We're going to
Okay.
the ocean.
We're
Let's
gonna go to
go.
We gonna
I
get
want you to
thanks
just
to
Thank
close-
y'all for
just-
tuning in.
Just
Tune
close
in
your
again
eyes
next
for
time.
me and relax. And as we breathe and we go out, breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Just relax and feel yourself with that warm sun as it shines down on your body as we walk across the sand. You feel the sand in your toes. Breathing in, relaxing, listening to the waves as they begin to come in and crash in. Feel your body relaxing. Breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth, slowly. Becoming one with the wave and just relaxing. Feel your body as it melts in the sand and it becomes to a total relaxation. Breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth, and release. It's been beautiful, y'all. Have a wonderful day.
Thank y'all for tuning in on this beautiful Saturday. Until next time, keep it self first, loving yourself first, showing love, gratitude to yourself first before you can actually spread that out to others.
High vibes.
High vibes.
High vibes.
Change that mindset. Always think about what you want. Drop what you don't want.
Everything is energy.
Reject those thoughts that are not yours just by saying, I reject that.
And remember, we all have choices.
Yes, we do.
Be conscious of your
Be
choices.
conscious of your choices. Be aware. Be true to yourself.
That's right.
That's right.
And just flow. Flow.
Relax.
Just flow. Just flow.
Just flow.
Just flow.
Patience and flow.
Understand this
You
is your
got
purpose.
Relaxing.
This is your purpose.
Relax.
Everything is happening for you.
As you relax your body,
Happening for you.
relax your mind.
That's right.
Relax.
That's
Relax.
right.
And release. Relax. Feel your body as it becomes totally free.
Relax.
Feel the ocean waves as they crash in.
Relax.
And the salt water as it cleanses your body.
That's
And it cleanses your aura. Feel your body as it becomes lighter and free. Relaxing. Relax. Relax.
Just
Relax.
relax.
Let your body become totally relaxed.
Just relax. That's right. We hope you guys was really able to be relaxed with that. That's just the best of many more to come.
That's a little taste.
That's just a little taste of some of the things that we do. That's Son of Light, y'all.
We
You
want-
guys want to get cleansing or housing, anything you want. We are here to give it.
That's right.
That's right.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you so much.
Tune in
Thank
again
you.
next time to Poetic Levitation
Love
Live.
And blessings.
High vibe poetry and
High
conversation.
vibes.
Second and fourth Saturdays
Yes.
at 4 p.m.
4
Eastern.
p.m. Eastern.
That's right.
That's right.
Yes.
Peace. That was fine.
Fire. That was fire.